Hello, my baby squish. You're sleeping on the chair. Mama loves you. And we're gonna experience this day. Yeah. She's like, my mommy came today. I'm so glad I've been here once before because the directions don't bring me to the right spot. So I'm gonna turn back around and go the other way and get there hopefully. I mean, I'm running a little bit late. It's 10:10. I'm only planning to stay here until either 10:30 or 11, and then I'm gonna go down and pick up James if he is awake. I'm gonna call him. I pre-made him coffee. I woke him up before I left. He awed me to death. I don't know if he's gonna be getting out of bed or not. Kurt and I have peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Come on, buddy, please, just go. He's gonna get it. He's gonna get it. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna back up and go around the corner. But, is this guy, oh, never mind, he moved. I'm like, this guy isn't going. I'll back up and turn around. Two, and then my turn. But, yeah, so we are going to do quite a few events today. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm doing, I hope, 3 events today. Honestly, it'd be easy. Well, actually 4 events because I'm doing the nighttime event too. And I'm honestly think it'd be easier not to bring James because it's going to be a lot of whining. Why are we here? Why are we there? Blah 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 blah. But I want him to, I just want him to experience stuff with us as a family and do things with us and have fun with us. It's just really, really hard. I mean, James was complaining about the type of milk that I got the other day. Like, it's like, dude, it's milk. Suck it up, drink it. And like, and then he was like, oh, you go out and spend all my money. I'm not spending any of your money on anything besides from gas. He goes out with his friends and he spends money on gas and he spends money on a lot of extra stuff too. Like sometimes they go out to eat and they smoke and they do whatever they're doing. And it's just like, and then he needs to buy tackle, and he needs to buy this, and he needs to buy that. And it's like, none of that stuff is benefiting the house. You're not even bringing any fish home because you're not fishing someplace that's good enough to eat from. Whoa! Did you hear that, Karina? Huge airplane just went right over us. It's awesome. So they're actually lifting off the airplanes today. That's where we're going. It's at the airplane event. They have an open house. And then we're going to... Then we're going to go make Karina an ID kit and get our fingerprints done and stuff like that. After I pick up James, that's what we're doing. Oh, really? And then we are going to Community Day, which is going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be just, free pony rides, free magic show, like all this stuff. So I really kind of get this stuff boom, boom, boom today. Just like we're going to this for the experience of this and to watch a few airplanes go off. And then we're going to the next event for ID kits. And then we're going to the next event for a lot of fun. And then we're going to the next event for, a movie in the park again. So, I mean, right now, it's not this entrance, it's the next one. I've been here once before, so I kind of know my way around here without the GPS, which is really nice because if I didn't come to that event last time, I wouldn't know where it was. So, I'm pretty excited. Alright, so those bites. It seems like we're spending most of our time trying to find parking here. We've already been here for 10 minutes. We got no parking. That's a boo. We'll find parking. It'll be okay. That's so pretty. See that one? Yeah. It's a helicopter, baby. Helicopter! Oh, we forgot earplugs. There it goes, it's landed. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Look at the drone. Oh, look at that. Has like a docking station for your cell phone and everything.
Yeah,
that's so cool.
Airplanes.
No, you don't want to touch it? It's nice and rough. What do you think? See the engine? All the coil packs? There's a lot of coil packs, huh? You get to be up close and personal with all of them.
I can.
Is it your turn? Are you going to drive? Look at this. You want to push a button? No. Are we allowed to push buttons? Not really.
Depends which ones. Yeah.
You want to drive it? I'm going to let you out, okay? To drive an airplane, honey. This is pretty awesome. Look at this. You can see where you're going, and you can see how high you're lifting off. Remember how we talked about the wings, how they go curved on the top, flat on the bottom to lift you off, and the propeller that goes round and round in the front? Right, look at this. This is your weather, right? This tells you what kind of weather you have and what kind of wind you have, probably. So this way you know if you're driving into a storm. And look, this tells you how fast you're going, right? And this is going to show you how high you're going off the ground and when your wheels pick up. Isn't that neat? Is there anything that you know that you can tell us?
Well, there's the weather you were talking about out there. Let's see, get a better look at it this way.
Ooh, look at that, Karina.
Here we are right here, and that's to the north and east of us and moving away.
That's pretty awesome. Do you want to touch it?
Star 3 Delta Sierra.
You want to touch?
North, inbound for landing.
You might as well. Look,
Oil sound traffic.
you can drive. Drive the airplane. Yeah, no? No? Okay, say thank you. Thank you
You're
so
welcome.
much.
You're welcome.
All right, you're all done?
The little girl's allowed to fly the plane downstairs.
Everyone else got to go.
Look if she can look over the map.
Right.
Because we're waiting on little girls in the airplane.
All right, you ready to go?
Really tall for this.
Oh, watch out, baby. Up, 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 up. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I gotcha.
You will next.
Honey, it's okay. He didn't mean it. All right, it's starting to rain. You want to get going? You want to see it at all? Do you want to look? Look at the glider. This is a power glider. Isn't that fun? Oh, look. And they can put a GoPro here and take photos and videos of where they're going. Isn't that fun? That's awesome.
Yeah.
See it?
So what you do is...
Oh, what happened? You okay? I'm gonna need to take your hair out.
They just started the engines.
Get a napkin? Alright, let me put the umbrella up so the wind gets off of you. Alright, baby, let's get going. Look at that propeller. It's going so fast you can't even see it go. goes. There's the other one that we were waiting for. Alright, it's starting to rain. I have a funny feeling I'm starting to get sick. I'm still going to go to the other events. I'm going to go home now and grab James. Oh, there's Kaja. Alright, the airplanes were so much fun. We're almost there to pick up James. And then we're going to our next event, and then our next event, and then we're going to take a break, and then we're going to go to our next event. So, it's raining though, so I really hope the community is still going on along with the movie tonight. It might not happen because of the rain, unfortunately. So, man, getting some sleep and then waking up, or like, on time in the morning, kinda. Like, I even woke up before my alarm. I woke up at 6, and I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna go back to bed. So I woke up at 8:10. I'm like, I'm just gonna go back to sleep. I woke up it was 8:22. I'm like, I gotta get up and get ready to go. My alarm went off at 9:45, and I had to be out of the house by 9:50 to get to where I was going on time. I didn't leave until 9:56, so I got there at a little bit late, 10:10, and then I had to find parking. And then we parked, we did the event. It was so much fun. We got a glider, we got a spinner thing that you throw and it lights up in the air and spins. I can't wait to play with that with Karina and to have her put together a little airplane thing. And then we went down to pick up James, but James is asleep. I tried to get him up and be like, look, there's pre-made coffee, let's get going, have your coffee in the car, like, come on, let's go. And he's just like, I'm sleeping and I'm gonna hold you up. And, you know, he's like, I'm not gonna be ready in time. He's like, it's gonna take me a long time to get ready and blah, blah, blah. So he's not coming with us, unfortunately. But that's okay though. It's still gonna be a fabulous day. We are headed out to Emergency Day, which is where they do the handprints and the ID kits for the kids and the adults. And if your child ever goes missing, they'll have the fingerprints on record for your child. I know I do daily videos, and I always know what my daughter is wearing because of the daily videos. I mean, honestly, without the daily videos, I don't think I'd actually know what she was wearing every day. I mean, she wears clothes every day, and she only has so many clothes, so I'm pretty sure I can go through her clothes and be like, oh, wait a second, did I get rid of that? Or, you know, is she wearing that? But I don't want to do that. I just want to look at the video and be like, oh, my child's wearing gray pants and, you know, blue shirt and, you know, blue and white socks and, you know, stride-right shoes. So, like, yeah, I want to know exactly what my child's wearing. I want to be able to be like, this is a photo of my child. My child looks like every other child, though. Most children look the same. You look at any, you know, white kid with dirty blonde hair. You know, they always have the button noses. A lot of them have this. There's only so many features on humans. And so, I mean, a lot of children just look the same. So, I mean, just like if you looked at any blonde hair, blue-eyed kid, a lot of them look the same. The blonde hair, blue-eyed kids with, you know, even the dirty blonde-haired, brown-eyed kids, features, a lot of them are the same. Like, you know, Erin and my daughter look a lot alike, you know. They're not related anywhere I know of, but they do look a lot alike. But, you know, all of the Haiti kids look the same. All of the black kids look the same. All the white kids look the same. Like, you know, a lot of the Mexican kids look the same. I mean, children look like children because if you were to find them in the woods, you'd be like, oh, you know, that looks kind of like mine. Why don't I take care of it? You know, it's just evolutionary, and it's, you know, it's to survive. It's a survival thing. But anyway, we are going down to get her fingerprints done because fingerprints are different, you know. And if you could do the eyes are actually more identifiable with trace marks. There's 11 different points that are different on each eye, even though a lot of eyes look the same. So eye prints are actually more identifiable than fingerprints. But we're gonna do, we don't really have scanners like that yet to, you know, see the eye. But, you know, anyway, that's what we're doing next. And then we're going to Community Day, and it's gonna be so much fun. In between there, we're probably gonna go out to eat. I don't know if lunch is open or not, but I'm gonna call and find out. And that's where I'm kind of glad that James isn't with us, because he'd whine about that. And it's raining, so it's not like the ideal perfect weather. And I'm starting to get sick. My throat hurts. It started hurting last night. I was coughing last night a lot, so it's hard for me to sleep. But, you know, it's what it is, and I want to enjoy this day. I actually got some sleep. I actually got up early enough to be able to get ready and pack lunches and get everything out in the car. That was really funny. We were watching Imaginary Mary, or whatever that show is called, Invisible Mary, Invisible whatever, the one with Imagination Mary. Like, you know, Alice made up a character named Mary. and it's called something. Imagination Mary? I don't know. It's called something. James is like, you always call it the wrong names. I don't actually know what it's called. I just call it whatever I call it. But, we were watching an episode one day, and the woman, Alice, was getting ready to, you know, pick up Bunny from a recital practice. And, so she asked her coworker that looked like, oh, she looks like she's trying to keep it together the best she can. That's what the other coworker said. So she went to this coworker, and she was like, well, you know, what do I bring to Bunny? You know, what do I bring for her snacks? And she's like, don't bring anything that you had as a kid because it all causes cancer. And then she's like, bring something that you would eat today. And Alice goes, oh, spicy tuna. And she goes, carrot sticks. So, I mean, she gets to the recital and she has this red suitcase that's filled up with, you know, books and apple snacks and different snacks and water. And Bunny goes, oh, I'm hungry. So she gives her, you know, the snack. And she goes, oh, I'm thirsty. So she gives her a bottle of water. She goes, and I'm bored. And she gives her a sticker book. And James is like, oh, wow, she really has it together. And I'm like, kind of made me like a little burned up inside, because it's like, I do this every day for my kid. My kid has snacks on her. My kid has a lunch provided to her. My kid has water bottles with her everywhere we go. My child is being warned, and he just doesn't see it though. Like, he could visually see that on the TV screen, you know, being played back to him. But I mean, that's someone who set up that suitcase for her, and you know, she's walking down the street to some recital somewhere, maybe, or else maybe it's a green screen. I don't know. And so I mean, like, it's all provided for her, and he's like, oh, she really has it together. And I'm just like, okay, you know, just take it with a grain of salt. It'll be okay. And, you know, just move on from it, because James doesn't see what I do every day with Karina. He doesn't see that we have lunch in the back seat a lot, and that we go to picnic lunches at night, and, you know, oh, look at the water, it's beautiful. And, you know, all the stuff that we do, he doesn't see it. So, like, when he sees it on the screen, and he's like, oh, I'm attracted to this lady. She's trying to teach my daughter something. So I was, you know, like, this was a different time. We were watching, Signing Time, and we were watching Your Baby Can Discover and like all that stuff. And so James was home, and he's like, oh, you know, I didn't think she was all that attractive, but the more, you know, she's trying to teach my daughter something, the more I find her attractive. So I'm like, oh, so you should find me really attractive then. He's like, no. And I'm like, I do school every day with my child, and I do 2 story times a day on average. Like, sometimes it's 3, but usually it's 2. I don't really record the daytime one, because it's harder to record the daytime one than the nighttime one. The nighttime one's easier, like, to shift over and do the book on the side. And, like, the daytime one, I'm nursing her and I'm reading her book. So I don't really record that one all that much anymore. But, you know, and it's just, like, I do school every day with my child. I teach her things all the time. I take her to events, and I'm like, well, why wouldn't you find me attractive for, you know, exposing my child to all this stuff and taking her to events and teaching her all this stuff, and, you know, sacrificing every ounce of my time to try and take care of her and you, and like Squish, and, you know, it's just like, it's so hard. He doesn't understand how hard it is to leave the house even most days, because my child fights, like, wanting to either go out of the house or come back home or, like, whatever. My child is not always very cooperative. Most children aren't, you know, it's whatever. But, I don't know. I just kind of wish that he would, like, be like, you know, like, I always tell him how good he's doing and how hard he's working, and, oh, he deserves whatever because he works outside the home, and, you know, I don't know. And then I don't do it enough, apparently, because he doesn't, I don't know, either recognize it or he's not registering it. I'm not really sure what's going on. But, like, I kind of just wish that he'd give me the same validation back. I don't know if validation is one of his love languages or not, but I try to validate what he's doing. But, like, he just tells me things like, oh, you know, you have insecurity issues. I'm like, how do I have insecurity issues? I don't even know what you're talking about. I have no insecurity issue. Like, you know, the other day he started with that, and I'm like, I do not. I'm like, I don't even know what you're talking about, but I do not have an insecurity issue. So you could kind of just, you know, that's your hill to die and whatever. I don't care. But, like, like, I guess I'm kind of insecure with him sometimes because he doesn't validate me at all. He's not like, oh, you look so beautiful. He's always like, you're dressed like a bum again. You know, like, it's whatever. I don't care all that much, but I don't know. It's just he doesn't see what I do, or else he does and he doesn't care. Or like when he's home, he's like, I know that you stop and you rest a lot. I know that you're not doing a lot, but I don't know why you're always like up and doing stuff when I'm home. And those are the days I take it easy. I take it easier when he's home. Like I'm like, oh, James is home, so I could sleep in sometimes, and Karina were to get up, he is home, and it's whatever, and but I don't know. I don't know. I just don't get it. And sometimes I'm just like, can't you see what I'm doing? Like the other day, I was trying to take care of the insurance and stuff, and he was like asking me all kinds of questions. I'm like, can't you see what I'm doing? Like, why don't you just stop? I'm like, I'm not feeding you yet. Like, like, what do you want from me? I don't know. But he works outside the home, and, I'm trying to accommodate everything that he needs. It's just so hard because, he needs 3 meals a day, and then he's picky about what he eats, and, nothing's ever good enough, and it's just so hard and frustrating with him sometimes because, like, you make something, and not every meal should be, like, the last meal of your life. Like, not every meal, I don't make every meal to be, like, I don't have the time to cook like that anymore, and I was doing that before Karina was alive. I was cooking a lot, and, I spent all day, every day cooking and cleaning, and, I spent a couple of days a month doing errands, and, one day a month, doing laundry outside the house, and the rest of it doing laundry inside the house with my buckets, my washboard, but, like, I don't know, I just don't know why he can't see what I'm doing, or I don't know. Or else, because he doesn't really see, I don't know, he just doesn't see it. Like, and he doesn't see why, like, Karina's events are so important to me to take her to. He's like, oh, those events are important. He's like, one day you're going to have real stuff to do and you're going to regret doing all this stuff. No, one day I'm not going to be able to run around like this anymore. Like, I'm already older. I'm already feel more tired than I did. Like, if I had Karina in my 20s, oh my gosh, dude, we would be doing even more events. And, like, I used to stay up all day and all night in my 20s just working. I was working and earning money, I got nothing to show for it, really. And I'll tell you what, that trailer was the best financial decision I could have done for my family, because James is just a spendthrift. He likes to have certain food. He likes to go out and smoke his cigarettes and drive the car around in circles with his friends. Like, I drive the car around in circles too, but I mean, I'm taking my kid to actual destinations, just like he's going to actual destinations too with his friends. He's going fishing and but it's just, the smoking drives me crazy. He smells so bad from smoking. His skin smells so bad, his hair smells so bad, his nails do. He smells so bad. And he just doesn't get it. I keep telling him how bad he smells, but he just doesn't care. He promised that he wouldn't be smoking when we had a kid. He promised me, and he quit smoking, and then he just started smoking after I had her. I thought that he was going to, like, tone down on the video games. I thought that he was going to not be smoking. I thought that he was going to go places with us. I thought that he was going to be way more involved than what he is. But, I can't get everything. And he does work outside the home, and he does need a break. And guys need to sit to rebuild testosterone. So I just got to be very thankful for what I have. Get through the days. Just get through the days. Because I don't have another choice. So, and it's not that bad anyway. James is a good guy. He just likes to do what he likes to do. I guess I like to do what I like to do too. I mean, like, I'm not gonna say
in 600 feet.
Oh, honey, look at the doggy. So much fun, right?
Parking, I turned around and said they like a lot of police cars got away.
Cool.
I turned around, got back in the car. I was like, so my day's shot. So I guess I'll probably do that, maybe like 3 more Pennsylvania, spend a little time down there.
Bye, little puppy. Bye, puppy. This was so much fun. See, it's in a Kerr mason jar. Kerr, Kerr.
Jar.
Mason jar, yep. That's what it is. Alpaca. I think it's an alpaca. Oh, yeah, it is. It is an alpaca. 20 fun facts about alpacas. Isn't that cool? I don't know if we're allowed to touch them or not. I think this one is almost over. Come here, Angel. Ah.
That's another one.
They're so cool. All right, this event's shutting down. I don't know what else was here. It looks like a flower show. We missed it. We didn't know about it. Say hi, Mr. Alpaca. They are big. They're as tall as Mama, pretty much. Flowers. Oh, I think this might have been, what's today? Today's Saturday, though. It couldn't have been. I don't know.
Ma, hold down my phone.
Sure, baby. Is this your phone now?
Hold on.
Yeah. Their mama just told them it's time to go home, so. Sharon, you might want to watch out. She's trying to open the gate. We're at our next event. Oh, a bookmobile. All right, let's see it.
You ready?
Yep. That is awesome. That's genius. I love it.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
I like spurts. Look at the rocking chair and everything. This is awesome. Liars. Oh my God. Look at this. Woo. Good job, baby. Good job. There's another one. Whoa. That's so cool. You want to? No, you're too tall to go on the horsey. You want to go on the horsey? You want to call it a cow? You can go on the cow. You want to go on the cow? You want to go on the black and white one that looks like a cow?
Sissy, what are you doing?
Want to go on that horse? You want to go on, baby? No.
I'm fine.
No, you are fine? Are you sure you don't want to go on? Because this is your chance. This is your chance to get on the horse.
I am too tall.
Okay. All right.
Alright, Dominic, go
Come
ahead.
on. All right, Steph is this way, baby. Come here.
Nope, no, wait, Dominic.
Thank you, guys.
Sorry, that's all that waits.
Right.
That lady, that boy was not in there.
We'll have time to do it. Huh? You will, but you want to go do your training first. 1 hour. Who cares? Don't have to do everything all the time.
Thank God, like, I had way back here. You have to stay in line. It's been an exciting year. Kids are like it. We're all. Then the parent falls back down and the parent lands on top of the 2-year-old and suffocates him.
Yeah, if I'm wearing her though, she wouldn't. I mean, I've gone up and down with this before. Jumping, baby. Can you do it?
I had a 16-month-old Carl, no problems, about 10 minutes ago.
Wow.
So it's really
All right, come on, baby. I don't think she understands what she has to do anyway. Baby, it's a simple mechanic. Do you want to climb up? It's a simple incline. Mama's all let up the incline with you. Good job, Angel. All right, come on, baby. Yay, you did so good. right, let's go. That's actually
Not
awesome.
really that nice to me. Then they got too pregnant.
Hi. And you're the artist?
Yes, I am.
That's awesome. I love your dragon.
Thank you.
And your water nymphs.
Thank you.
It's beautiful.
You're welcome.
I believe it. Yeah, you're gonna hide. They don't even look hairy. Like from where I'm standing, they don't look hairy. You can't tell.
All the stuff's scary.
That's okay. It's a band. Five. Good job. Want to go to the park? Karina? I don't see the magic show anyway. Want to go to the park? Want to go down the slide? Okay. That's a girl. Hey, good one. There goes my baby.
This way, Charlotte. Nope. This way. This way. There you go.
Ay, wee. Davey, you could also go through the tunnel. Do you want to go through the tunnel and go down the other side? Ready, wee! So much fun.
Jay, come here. Jay.
Baby. Ready, wee! Good job. You gonna do it again?
The guy in the white
Whoa, baby. Good job. Hopping, baby. Mama can do it. Ready? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Whee! Whee! We are at the park. Whee! Whoa! Your Mama's little lady is swinging. Yes, my little lady is swinging. Whee! Whee! Ready? Whoosh! Whoosh! Can we do a splash? Splash! Can we do a splish? A splishing and a splashing, a swinging and a winging. Whee! Whee! You're winging. Can you pump your legs? Pump your little legs. Whoa! Why is your head going down? Are you watching the ground? Whoa! Wow! Whoosh! You watching the ground? So much fun. Itsy bitsy spider ran up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all that rain. Then the itsy bitsy spider went up the spout again. The itsy bitsy spider climbed up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the itsy bitsy spider went up the spout again. Say never give up. Never give up. So that itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all that rain. Is my baby tired? Yeah? Are you really tired? You're sleeping on the swing? You're wee. Wee. Whoa. Wish. Wow. Pow wow. Kaboom. Kablam. Kablamo. Wow. Swish. Swish. Wee. Wee. Whoa. Itsy bitsy spider. How about row, row, row your boat gently down the stream? Merrily, 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 merrily. Whoa! Ready? Whoa! Life is but a dream. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. No one ever tells you you have to roll upstream. If you do, your life will be hard going against the grain. So just row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. You know that life goes by so quickly. You're already 2 years old, don't you know? It's a pity. But just row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life can be but a dream. It goes by way too fast and there's not enough time to do the things you want to do once you know what you want to do with your life. Are you the best baby? Are you the best baby? Oh yeah, the hurt baby. The mama's working with the baby, honey. Baby will be okay. How about if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, stamp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, stamp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, nod your head. If you're happy and you know it, nod your head. If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, nod your head. If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray! Hooray! If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray! Hooray! If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray! Hooray! If you're happy and you know it, do all four. If you're happy and you know it, do all four. If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, do all four. Clap, clap, stomp, stomp, nod, nod. Hooray! Whee! You want to get out? No, not yet. You want to stay and swing? Whee! There you go. That's what Mom wants to hear. Happy squeal and happy babies. Let's say we. You got it? You okay? Are you nice and relaxed in there? Are you comfortable in there? Okay. Do you want out? Not yet. Whee! Yeah, Mama's gonna call Papa. Alright. Let me see what Papa's up to. 1, 2, 3. Woo! 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 Are you guys homeschooling?
No.
No.
She's not old enough yet.
Oh, okay.
No, when it's time.
Well, she's 3. I homeschool her. She's 2.
Oh, okay.
Woo! And we work on simple mechanics too, like the levers, pulleys, stuff like that.
I mean, yeah, I guess I do. I like go through stuff with her and teach her stuff. But
That's
not
homeschooling.
intentionally.
Yeah. I think that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Woo! Wee! Let me know when you want out, okay? Did you guys see The Magician?
We just got here.
Oh, okay.
This whole thing.
Wee!
Actually went, you know, Peddler's Village? Like, we went over.
Wee! Are you hungry? No. Wee! Are you nice and relaxed in there? Enjoying your swing? Swing, I can't leave you. Woo! You want to get down? You're done? You're done? You want to go down the slide some more and then we'll get going?
Oh, you guys have no idea what this is. I don't even know what this is. What is this?
These are masks.
I'm guessing that's me, yes? Clara, what are you doing?
Courtney, you go down the slide after the people.
What are you doing, monster?
They're gonna go down.
Yeah, you want to try? Go ahead. You have to wait for her to be done.
Baby. Good job, baby. Whee! Good job, baby. That's a scooter. And it's not ours. Alright. See? It has turtles on it. See? It's a scooter.
Amelia or Clara?
Alright. You want to try it? I don't know whose it is, baby. Dad, you can try it, though.
Did she eat that packet or no? Okay.
You can't try it? That's
Amelia,
perfect.
do you want to do the slide again?
Let's see. We're going to put this over here.
That's mine.
It's yours, baby? Here.
Say again?
I was just moving it out of the way so no one tripped over it. Come on, baby. You coming down? Or you could go through the tunnel. There you go. Good job. Hi, baby. Peekaboo. You can go down the slide over here, baby. You gonna go down? Whee! Good Good job. Peekaboo! 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 Do you think this is a slide? Guess it's a tiny slide. What are you trying to do? Let the little girl go first, honey. You have to wait in line.
She's not done.
Okay.
She's the baby still.
Yeah. How old is she?
She's 15 months.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, how old is
She's 25 months.
Okay. Mine's been not much worse there.
You want to do it? Your little hands are cold. We should get going. Ready? Grab it.
Push it.
No, pull it. You want to push it? Go ahead. Push it, baby, push. Woo! 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 Good job. Your hands are dirty? Want to go inside the egg? Want to come inside here with Mama? Oh, whoa. Ready? Whoa! Hi, baby. Ready? Woo!
Get off the egg.
And get out of the egg. You want to walk down the balance beam? Look at. Come here, look at this. This swing. Okay. Ready? Whee! Whee! Whoosh! Whoosh! Swish! Whee! Woo! Whoa!
That's as fast as I can go. I got one already.
That's my tattoo.
That's your what?
That's my tattoo.
Oh, this is your chair swing. Yes, it is. It is a chair swing. Whoa! Whoa! Baby's chair swing. I should let me put your hair up. Yeah, I know.
Now it's getting warm.
Whoa.
Now it's getting hot out here.
Swish. Swish. Itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. Then the itsy bitsy spider went up the spout again. There's a laugh. Are you just relaxing? Be careful with your feet, honey. Pick them up. Don't let them hit off the ground.
Like an egg.
Where's an egg? The egg? Is it a log and a dinosaur? Woo! Other side? All right, I'll go on the other side. Okay, you be careful. Okay, you got it? All right, ready? Hold on tight. 1, 2, 3, ready? Whoa!
This is our water, right, Karen? Yeah, the park one.
Is that fun? All right. You want to get going soon? We could go find someplace indoor to go to. Bouncing baby. Bouncing mama. Yeah, we're on the seesaw. What song you want to sing? Want to sing row? Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Want to go see the flowers? We are on the seesaw. Want to go see the flowers?
I don't want seesaw.
Mama is on the seesaw.
We are on the seesaw.
Yes, we are. We're on the seesaw. Are you trying to get down? You do it. Yay, baby! Good job. Can you go on the egg? Ready? Woo! 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 You done? Mama help? Mama help?
I got it.
You got it. Okay. Karina? Karina, look. You love this thing at the Institute. Ready? Go! Wanna go outside? See the bells? Oh, look at the car.
Don't go up.
I can't go up. I want to see the car.
No.
I do. Okay, I won't go up. Go ahead.
Don't go.
I'm not. Look at the cars, Karina. See how they work? Look at the car go. Whoa! Yes, you did. Keep your hands in next time so we don't hear that. I don't want you ruining your skin. Look at that. Woo! That your computer?
No.
Oh, no, no. Woo! Look at you working hard on your computer. Woo!
Mama, go up.
Mama's going up. I'm gonna slide down. You don't let me slide with you anymore. Woo!
I want to swing.
You want me to go on the swing? Fine. I love the swings. I'll go on the swings. Woo-wee.
Hey, you're gonna loop the swing set. So we did it on my grade, check grade, ever. For crashes.
You be careful of the feet.
Wait, what?
We used to do that when we were kids until someone broke their tailbone.
You learn things that way, right?
Right?
Yeah, I think we can talk about things like that. Goes on my favorite. How's that feel, Faye? Good?
Woo! You did ring the bell. Want to do it again? Do it one more time, baby. No, that's fine. You ring the bell. Ready? Mama's already dizzy. I was already spinning her for a little while. You all done? Okay.
I'm going to pizza.
Go on the seesaw? Sure.
I'm about to know.
Come on, you climb all the way up there, okay?
You want to go on the log? You want to climb on the log?
No, I can't.
We're gonna get you. We're gonna get you. We're gonna get you. We're gonna push your brother. I'll be right back, okay?
You got it? You need some help? Ready? There you go, baby.
Yeah, it's a baby.
That's a baby, just like you. She's probably around your age.
Welcome to the movie.
Welcome to the
Welcome to the
Alright, I think we're done. You okay? Alright, I think it's time to go. I go in the egg. Wait, Karina, wait your turn.
I'm sorry, I didn't see.
It's okay.
I'm getting on her.
Ready?
Is everybody on? Whee!
Yay! Hold on to the middle. There you go.
Me and girls are on it.
Yeah, you and the girls are on it.
Put you in the middle, how's that? You ready? You sit right here. Whee! How's that?
Good climbing. Good job, Karina. That was such a good job. I went to go point it out. She was already on it.
Let's go tag your brother. You tag your brother?
That was awesome, baby.
I just fell down.
Yeah, you did before. Your what hurts?
Ow. Ow.
Oh, it hurts.
Ow.
Are you saying ow to get out of the carry-on? Do you want to go down one more slide ride?
No.
All right, let's keep going.
No.
You made it all the way up there by yourself. Good job, baby. Woo!
Hang down here.
Good job.
Hang down here.
Ayla, slide.
Are you gonna go down?
Hey.
Are you gonna go up and go
Hey,
down?
No, we don't.
She got so good at doing this today. So you're getting so big, right?
And the ladder.
There's a ladder.
I climb.
You did climb. Ready? Woo! If I use my whole palm, I know she's not gonna fall back because I'm using the same amount of force around her entire body. So she can propel forwards and backwards without going too far forwards or backwards, so she won't fall. If I just use one finger and I put the amount of force on her stomach in one place, it'd cost too much, what is it called? I forget. It's force, but it's called something specific, and it would push her backwards or forwards. It's like why you use seatbelts. Because if you go too far forwards in a car, right, and you go really fast, you'll hit your head off of something. If you have a seatbelt, it's supposed to pull you back. So if I use my entire hand while she's not wearing a seatbelt, I'm using the same amount of force around her body so she won't fall. It's called Sid the Science Kid. I forget what it's called though. I'm tired.
Swinging on a swing.
Yes, you are.
She knows how to talk.
Oh yeah, she's 2. She's 25 months old.
I'm swinging.
She's very good at communicating what she wants.
That's her swing.
That is her scream. Yeah, she has stranger danger. Snow bigs.
When I was little,
Go on a slide. So you
Did you push me on this swing so you could go on this slide? She's like, go on the swing, I want to push you. Go on the swing, I want to push you. So I go on the swing and she pushes me a few times. And then now she's going to go down the slide by herself. Oh my goodness. My funny baby.
go down.
Look. You could go through it. Look. Go through it. Good job.
I'm going on I'm going to the water.
You gonna go through it? Woo! Hi, baby! Go through! Boop.
That's our tree.
Alright, let's see you pump your legs. Pump your legs, baby. See how she's pumping her legs? When you pump it in a baby swing, pump your legs. This way you move up and down, back and forth. There you go. Good job. Tell me if you need help, I'll grab you. Out. Put them in. Legs in. There you go. Push them out. Out. Kick them out. See how she's going out and then in? Out and then in. Good job. Want to do it again? Go out. You want bread too? She asked for applesauce and bread. I never know when she's going to want applesauce. I always just carry it on me. I'm always surprised when she asks for it. Because she doesn't ask for it that often. They're like, we'll be out. And she's like, I want applesauce and I want a spoon. I'm like, okay. So we got spoon and applesauce here. You have fun on our lunch dates in the car. Good baby.
Good.
Alright, so we have oranges, sandwiches, salad, applesauce. Good lunch, right? Your good dinner. How long you get to stay out without going back home is how often, how much food you brought really throughout the day, and how much you could relax.
I take one.
Yeah, you gonna take one? I like these carry-on packages for the salad, because we eat them out a lot. Alright, all is quiet in my back seat. I think that, I don't know, but I think that Karina might have fallen asleep, but I'm not sure though. But we are headed down to the movie, and it should be a lot of fun. If she's sleeping, it's okay. We have an hour before the movie time anyway. So, yeah, I don't know if I just have like spring fever and I have like the sniffles and stuff. I think I'm going to call my girlfriend and see if she wants to meet us down here. I don't know if she's going or not, but if she's not going, I could call her. Well, if she doesn't know about it, I could call her and be like, hey, you come to the movie? Or like, what are you doing? So, my little sleeping beauty here. I'm just gonna wear her up. I might put another pair of pants on her. It's kind of cold tonight. I'm gonna get her another jacket too. My little baby. That's a good girl. 7:52, and I called Felicia. She's not gonna be coming, so that's okay. We made it. My little sleeping baby. I always love this song. I don't know why. It's John Collins.
Stay in the grassy area.
Oh, my beautiful girl.
He's like, oh my god, that's Renee's kid. And Renee's the one that sent him the pictures and stuff. And then automatically. Hope you enjoyed your picture while you're in there. What? What? So I hope you enjoyed your picture while you're in there. What picture? I'm not new. Yeah, the shields, the fire alarm went off. Why? Man, when I thought man, it's what
Really?
something smoke got me out of it. Apparently it's going off 4 times in the past 2 weeks.
Yeah, the fire alarm does go off a lot. I heard that. see it.
Did you ever end up going to the Mother's Day thing? Or what?
It was honestly, it was kind of like I've never seen Finding Nemo. I've never seen this before either. Yeah.
Never seen either of them?
No, I don't watch TV like that. Yesterday was the first time I saw Moana down at the yeah.
Where'd you see that at?
I know.
Or some Netflix or something.
I have Netflix.
And you haven't? How do you have Netflix and you've never seen any of those 3 movies? I've seen Finding Nemo maybe 100 times.
Really?
No thanks to Eva. I think it'd be her favorite movie.
Eve, do you have a jacket or something in there?
Mm-mm.
For my feet, I'm freezing.
Did you hear that?
I don't have anything
Stan,
either.
I heard someone say hello.
Who? I didn't hear anybody say hello.
I don't know, Stan. I just heard someone say hello.
Yeah, there's a lot of fish here. Anybody, literally anybody could have just said hello.
There.
Where?
There, right there.
Where am I looking?
There.
Oh.
Hello?
Oh, hello.
Oh my goodness, it's a child. Hello?
Hey, kid.
Hello?
Here. Hello.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Dori. Can you please help me?
Oh, hi, Dori. Dori, are you lost?
Where are your parents?
I can't remember.
Oh, we'll look around. Are any of these fish your parents?
Hi, I'm Dori. Can you please help me?
Honey, you just said that.
I did?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. I suffer from short-term memory loss.
Oh, how awful. Okay, just, you wait here for 1 second, okay, sweet pie? Stand.
What?
What do we do? The poor thing is lost.
I don't know. I mean,
We have to do
what
something.
do? I mean,
She can't remember a
it
thing.
could come from anywhere.
Well,
Hey, I live there.
Yes.
Oh! That's not what you stuck to get on.
That's my home. Mom, Dad.
Okay. Now count to 10.
Who's loaded that fast? Don't hit me. Yeah, I'm sure.
Who you talking to, Cupcake? Like I call Destiny.
Oh!
Mom? Dad?
Those purple shells.
Mommy loves purple shells.
Hello. I'm It's you. Really you. Mom, you're actually here. And Dad, so are you.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, honey. Oh, honey, no. Cupcake.
I know I've got a problem. I know I'm so sorry, and all this time I want to fix it, and I can't, and I try, but my thoughts, they leave my head, and ideas change, and I've forgotten you, and I'm so sorry.
Dori, don't you dare be sorry. Look what you did.
What?
You found us!
That's right. You found us.
Honey, why do you think we stayed put here all these years? Because we believed one day you'd find us again.
Exactly. But I thought you were gone. How did you...
We went into quarantine to look for you, but you weren't there.
And we knew you must have gotten out through the pipes.
To the pipes? That's right, sweetie, and so we did too. And we stayed in this spot for you ever since.
Because we thought you might come back. So every day we go out and lay out
Shells.
And you found us. Oh, honey. You found us, and you know why you found us? Because you remembered. You remembered in your own amazing Dori way.
I did. All by myself.
Oh, honey, really? Have you been by yourself all these years?
Oh, I haven't been all by myself. Marlon and Nemo!
Nobody saw where Dori went? Seriously? That's a lot of eyeballs doing nothing.
Oh, excuse me, can you help us with it?
That!
Dad, look! It's Dori!
Oh, thank goodness. See, Nemo, I knew she'd find a way of life. Hey, where's Dori? Is she with you?
I'm sorry. I tried to hold on, but I couldn't, and I lost her.
What?
All right, let's get going. No! And then the whale swallowed us, even though I speak whale. A whale?
Good thing I wasn't there to see that.
Actually, Marlon never believes I even know how to speak whale, but you know what? He always kind of trusts me anyway.
You know, I like this Marlon already.
Yeah, and then somehow we found Nemo. Did he find me? I don't know. But you know what? Nemo is the sweetest. He just never gives up on me, no matter what. Dori, you.
Well, leave it to me. I got this. Becky, come back! We need your help, Becky! Ah! Dori, follow me!
Did they leave me? No, they wouldn't do that. Okay, that's okay. I can figure this out. What was I just doing then? I was covering. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ready or not? Here I come. Oh, found you. I see you. Ha got you.
All right, you little shrimp, recess is over. Oh, man!
Nobody found me.
Bring it in. Time for another, don't touch me. Time for another lesson.
When is Mr. Ray coming back from his migration?
If he's smart, he'll stay away from here as long as he can. But until he does, I'm your substitute teacher.
Okay, kids, who wants to talk about echolocation?
More trash can up near the parking lot.
Get in the stroller. Get in the stroller.
Oh, get the stroller.
Put it in the thing. Here. Sissy, get up here.
Hey, how are you here? I didn't see you.
You saw me earlier.
Yes, you saw.
You said hi to us. Wasn't that so cute? That was so cute. You guys are taking this, right? Yeah. She goes, I'm gonna go home and sleep in my bed. Say bye. Can you say bye to Chris? Bye. So cute, baby. That was so cute.
Go pop.
Go pop it. Here. Ready? Woo. Ready to catch a bubble?
We are making to a trap.
We're making a trip. It's so much fun. Alright, it's a beautiful night.
Beautiful day.
Beautiful day. Beautiful night. Did you have fun all day today? Did you have a good day?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm glad, baby. That's what Mama's job is. Mama's job is to make sure you have the best days possible for as long as possible. Okay?
Look.
Alright, so I just called James to figure out where he's at and what he's up to because he does that to me like during the day, like when he's at work. He calls me like randomly and he's like, hey, how's your day going? I'm like, good. He's like, so where you at? And like, you know, he's just trying to like probe information out of me for like where I'm at and what I'm doing, like whatever. But, you know, so when he goes out, I tend to call him and do like the same thing. So I'm like, so, you know, what are you up to? Well, he wanted me to go home before the movie. And I'm like, I'm not going home before the movie. You know, I'm not missing the movie. But, so yeah, I didn't go home before the movie. And, oh, I could have gone straight. I could have gone the other way. And, Granny's eating cereal in the back seat. And, so I just called him to get like an ETA of like when he's going to be home. And yeah, I heard him tell me, no, it's a work night. I'm like, yeah, it's a work night. You know, oh no, it's not. It's Saturday. I don't know why he said that. You know? But, yeah, today's Saturday. Tomorrow we have plans. But, yeah, so I'm like, yeah, what are you up to? Maybe he said it's not a work night. Maybe that's what he said. Maybe I got confused. Oh, there's a yard sale down this way. Oh, I see. And, so anyway, so he's like, yeah, you know, I'm over at Wayne's eating some beef stuff. He doesn't even know what he's eating. And he won't eat my food that I make for him. I'm like, you won't eat your dinner that I make for you because you make me make you dinner. But you're gonna eat someone's beef something or another, not know what you're eating. And he sounds like he's enjoying it, so I don't know. But, yeah, we are headed home, and it is after 10. Eva, Chris, and Eva's sister and the kids and I, like, we were all sat next to each other and watched the movie, and it was so much fun. That movie is so cute and so funny. You might as well go. And, you're welcome. And, yeah, so I've never seen that movie before, so it is pretty cute. It feels so surreal to have, like, real traditions that I'm doing with my child every year. And just to add on to, like, more community events, like, from all the different communities and stuff, I really am blessed for where we live. And just to, like, be with my friends again this year and to have all of our kids watch movies together in the park and, you know, and have my child get to go on, like, free bounce houses and stuff. Like, how cool is that? I love all the stuff that we get to do, and I love that it's sponsored. Like, I watched this lady today fight with a zipline guy, and her child got to go on, you know, but she fought with him. And I'm like, wow, they might pull the zipline next year, and they might not come back in that particular arena for the community event, because that lady was just so ungrateful that they were supposed to be there until 3, and it was after 3 o'clock, and, you know, they even let more kids go on. And, you know, I don't know. There's this lady in this red shirt, dark hair, and this little boy. I was like, the one woman was like picking it out. See, look at that child got to go on. And the husband was like, yeah, leave it go. It's not that important, you know. And they had 3 little boys themselves. And, you know, my girlfriend Eva wanted to go on the zip line too, but she was a little bit too late, and she's like, we've been to 4 places with free zip lines, and we've got on none of them, you know, no bigs. But the park there has its own little zip line for the kids, you know. But it's just like, oh man, that lady really shouldn't be fighting with those people, because they might pull the event next year, like for that particular spot, you know. It's actually kind of sad that Karina didn't go on the horse this year, because I really thought that she would have wanted, like, she was like, oh, pony rides, you know, like, she was excited about the pony rides, and then she stood next to the pony, she was like, I'm too tall, I'm fine. She did not want to go on the pony. I was like, really, you don't want to go on it? I'm like, just go on it, you know, and she's like, I'm fine. I'm like, okay. She's so funny. I'm gonna miss all this too much one day. I know it. I can already feel it. My child's only 2, you know? So we're gonna go home and we are gonna read storybooks. Actually, we're gonna go home. I'm gonna see if she wants anything to eat. If she doesn't want anything to eat, I need to feed Squishes wet food, and then I need to clean out the cat litter, and then I need to brush my teeth, and then I need to brush Karina's teeth and get her dressed for bed, and then I need to read her storybooks, and we need to go to bed, because tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. we have another event, and James said that he would go and hang out with us tomorrow. What he said was that he'd like a nice quiet day at home, is what he said, you know, and my guess is that he's going to be out all night anyway. So his nice quiet day at home probably isn't going to start until around 4 in the afternoon. That's what time he normally gets up on the early side, is 4 in the afternoon. So I don't want to sit around until 4 in the afternoon and wait for him. All my activities are in the morning hours from 11 to 4 usually, or 10 to 4, or 9 to 4, or 8 to 4. I can't leave the house until he leaves the house during the weekdays. So, like, I wind up missing my early morning weekday ones, either because Karina will not sleep, or else James will not just wake up and leave. So, I mean, it bites. To have, like, someone not cooperating with you who's an adult who should be able to get himself ready. To have a child who's just like, nope, I'm sleeping. Finally, I'm sleeping, you know. But, you know, this week was nice. It was quiet. We stayed home a lot. But it's time to, it's nice out. Like, tonight it was cold. Yesterday, last night, which is how I got this cold, it was kind of cold last night. But, it's finally nice enough that we could actually go to these types of events. So I like these types of events because you know, they might last forever. I might go to them forever because there's even like old couples there without any kids who like just go set up and eat and watch a movie in the park and go home, because it's a nice event. It's nice to do that with your partner, and you know, but I don't think that James will ever join me. Don't think he will. So as I get older, I might just wind up just doing it by myself, just going to movies at night and going to events and stuff during the day by myself. I don't know. I don't know if this would be as fun if I didn't have a kid. So maybe I won't be going to these types of events forever, but I think that they're a lot of fun right now. I think it's just because of Karina. Like, I didn't go to this type of stuff before I had her. I like was busy cooking and cleaning a lot. So, I don't know. I don't know what the future holds. I just know what today held, and today was like the perfect day. It was a lot of fun. My shoes even fell apart. Still a perfect day. So I need to glue them when I get home. They lasted until I got home, so now I can glue them and I can sew them. I'll mend my shoes. They'll be fine. So I was going to go out and buy new shoes. But buying new shoes is like $15. Mending them is going to cost me nothing. I have the needle, I have the thread, and I have the glue. I'll be fine. So it's one thing about being poor. I definitely know how to make things work. You know, I think if I had more money, I'd be spending actual dollars on my child's like events and missing all the community ones. When what I really want her is to be a core in her community, no matter like where she goes. No matter where you go, you could always get a community meal. Like every Christmas, Thanksgiving, stuff like that. There's always a church somewhere. Go and find your churches and, you know, have a community meal with everybody, because it's just being a part of the community. James will not do it. He doesn't understand the concept of core community, or, you know, having an outlet outside of just himself. I don't know what it is, but he will not go and eat with his community. I don't know why. He finds it he just doesn't like it, I guess. I don't know. But, no, I highly suggest that you at least, you know, once a year, go and eat with your community. It's a good thing to do, and, you know, it really makes you say hi to people around town. And, you know, if I wasn't so community-based, I wouldn't know the people that I know right now, like, really. And and you know, it's a good outlet to have different activities. So I like it. Honestly, I think I have to do bath time tonight because I sprayed the pesticide on us to keep the mosquitoes away, the off spray, for like the last 2 days, and we haven't washed it off yet. So we are going to do that, I think, as well. So bath, teeth, books, songs, sleep. It's funny, I was talking to a dad today at the park, and I'm like, how long does it take you? Because he's a very involved dad, and he had 2 kids by himself. He's a very involved dad. I'm like, how long does it take you guys to do bedtime? He's like, about 2 hours. I'm like, yeah, it takes me that too. He's like, my husband doesn't get it. And he's like, oh, I used to do that too. I was like, 2 hours, what's going on here? What's the problem? And then he started doing it, and he was like, oh, it does take 2 hours. And I'm like, yeah, it does. It takes 2 hours. Like, it takes a long time to get your kid to go to sleep. And I'm not the only one that says it. I guess some people have it down to like an hour routine or something, but it does. It takes about like 2 hours. Like, beautiful cat. Beautiful cats around here. There's our school. In the bedroom? You got it? Both my shoes can't work today. Come here. Come on. Come here. Good job, baby. You want to go take a bath?
No, I am undressed.
You're undressed. Hey, Squish.
Take your shoes off.
Absolutely. Sit down.
I'll take my own. I'll take my other.
Leave them on? You want to do it?
Hold me.
Hold you? Okay. Oh, my angel, I love you. I love you so much.
I'm moving you.
Of course you do. Oh, my angel.
That's Mindy.
Yeah, my name is Mindy. Squish, what are you doing? I see you. Hi, baby.
This came here.
He did come here. It's bath time, though. He wants to see us. He was like, I missed you guys all day. Now you're hiding out in the bathtub? Really?
You hear it?
I hear it, Angel.
I'm banging the wall.
You are banging the wall.
I'm dragging. You hear it?
I hear it. I don't care. I'm not beating you. It's an endpoint. You guys are watching TV. That's not watching my baby.
Good, she's out of your hair.
Get up and get yourself food.
You're gonna get up and get me food?
No.
It's on tape. You just said it on tape.
So get up and get yourself food.
I know. I'll wait here for you to bring it back. I
Mr.
appreciate it. Thank you very
I'm so hungry. I started all day. You know, you're so hungry. It's an end point. We have to go to bed. I have to brush my teeth and go to bed. There's salad right there. Do you want it? Do you want some salad? You gotta answer. You want some salad? You want some salad? Want some salad?
I'll eat anything at this point.
There you go.
Any dressing and a fork.
Look at this is James.
What's in the box? A puppy. That's what you guys wanted, wasn't it?
And then there's James's response to things. I want. Oh, they good.
Tell me that isn't a puppy. Definitely isn't a puppy.
I can't believe you've done this, Richard. That is a big responsibility, and I don't have time to look after a bear. What on earth is that?
It's a Labrador. It's a Labrador.
A Labrador.
We didn't want a turtle.
Well, you should have thought of that before making your dad buy one. And you better take good care of it, because that little guy is your responsibility for as long as he lives.
Look, I agree. It's got a mega gross, cold, wet, smells like a belly button. I'm having a beautiful relationship. I'm not scared.
You're recording us watching TV. You're a weird person.
Really?
Everything is special.
Can't feel love face. Fine, I'll touch it.
No, I mean it. You're gonna miss this one day.
I'm gonna miss this one day.
We did so good yesterday. It's now 3 o'clock almost in the morning. We're not watching it, honey. Between me trying to find more activities for us to do when we already pretty much have enough, and getting food for everybody and stuff like that. James, put her plate in the refrigerator, please. Put her plate in the refrigerator, please. And if you're so kind, feed Squish. I'm not doing it tonight. I'll do it tomorrow morning. Okay?
It's not her turn to go to sleep.
It's not our turn to go to sleep. Honey, it's almost 3. We've had a really busy day today, okay?
No.
It's past it. Come on, look at the book. I understand your frustration with it. Come on. Karina, I will just go to sleep without reading to you, honey. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. We did so good yesterday. Of course. Oh, come on. Oh, you want to read the 3 Little Pigs?
No.
No? What do you want to read? Oh, I love you. What?
They want either milk, Mama.
Okay, I can feed you.
No.
Okay.
I'll read you.
Don't read you a story while feeding you? Oh, I know.
Mama.
It's okay.
No.
No blanket for you? You're not cold? You're not cold at all? Mama's gonna read herself a story, okay? This one's called The Wolf and the 7 Kids. Once upon a time, a mother goat lived in a pretty little house with her 7 kids. She often had to leave home to shop for food. As she set off, she always warned the children, "Don't open the door to anyone. That wicked wolf is always lurking about. He has hairy, dark paws and a deep voice." Mother Goat was right to warn her children. At that very moment, the wolf was lurking nearby, disguised as a peasant woman. He saw Mother Goat leave her house and tell a neighbor she was going to the market. "Good," said the wolf. "I'll just drop by and gobble up a few kids for lunch." He waited until Mother Goat was well out of sight. Then, removing his awkward disguise, he sneaked up to the goat's door, opened the door. "It's Mother's. Back from the market," he growled. When the kids heard the deep voice, they remembered their mother's warning. "We know who you are. Our mother has a sweet, gentle voice, not a deep, gruff one, like yours, Wolf." The wolf banged fiercely on the door, but the kids kept it tightly locked. Now the wolf had an idea. He dashed to the baker and the goat and got a cake dropping with honey and sweetened his voice. He gobbled down the cake and rushed back to the goat's house. Oh no, he's gonna trick him. "Open the door. It's Mother," called the wolf in a high voice. It did sound a little sweeter. The kids were about to unlock the door when the little black kid, who was the smartest of all, stopped them. "Show us your foot, Mother," called the little black kid. The wolf held up his hairy, dark paw to the window. "Go away, wicked wolf. Our mother doesn't have hairy, dark paws," cried the kids. Foiled again, but the wolf was not one to give up, especially when his tummy was empty. He ran to the flour mill, dipped his paws in a sack of flour, and hurried back to the kids' house. "Open the door. It's Mother," he called once more. "Show us your foot," called the wary kids through the keyhole. The woolly wolf lifted the white paw. The wily wolf lifted his white paw to the window, and the kids, now feeling safe, threw open the door. What a shock they got. With a growl, the wolf leapt into the house. The kids scattered in terror. One dived under the table and crawled under the bed. As one by one the wolf dragged them out and gobbled them in a single gulp, and except the little black kid, who hid inside the grandfather clock. Mother Goat walked anxiously back from the market. As she came up to the path to her house, she saw the open door. Oh dear, she cried. She felt something terrible had happened. As soon as she stepped inside, she knew the worst. The wicked wolf had gobbled up all her children. Mother Goat dropped into the chair, sobbing bitterly. But as she wept, the door of the grandfather clock swung open. "Mother, Mother," cried the little black kid. "It was terrible. The wolf tricked us into opening the door. I hid in the clock. I could hear him growling and crashing about the house. And I'm afraid he's eaten all my brothers. Mother Goat hugged her little kid. Then, thanking him by the hoof, she hurried out into the garden, hoping that some of the kids might have escaped. From under the tree came the sound of snoring. It was the wolf, sound asleep and gobbling down 6 little kids whole. From his stomach came squeaking sounds. Quick, said Mother Goat, run and fetch a needle and thread and a pair of scissors. Mother Goat swiftly slit open the wolf's stomach, and one by one the 6 little brothers popped out. Hurry and get me a pile of stones, whispered Mother Goat to the kids. Quietly as mice, they collected big piles of stones. Mother Goat slipped them into the wolf's stomach and sewed it up. When the wolf awoke, he felt a raging thirst. He dragged himself to the river edge, complaining about his heavy tummy. Arg, the wolf grumbled, leaning over to drink, but the weight of the stones tripped him into the water, and he sank to the bottom. Mother Goat and her kids watched from the bushes. How thoughtful they were. Never again would they fear the big bad wolf. When I get back, he fell asleep. They put rocks in his tummy, and they were thankful that they would never fear him again. The Adventures of Tom Thumb. Once upon a time, there was a giant who had a quarrel with a wizard. The giant told the wizard, The giant told the wizard, I could crush you under my thumb if I wanted to. Now get out of my sight. The wizard hurried away, but from a safe distance he cast a terrible spell. Abracadabra. May the son your wife will shortly give you never grow any taller than my own thumb. After Tom Thumb was born, his parents could never find him, for they could barely see him. Tom Thumb preferred being with the little creatures in the garden than with his own parents. He rode piggyback on the snail and danced with the ladybugs. Teeny as he was, he had great fun in the world of the little things. But one unlikely day, he decided to visit his friend the frog. He had just scrambled onto the leaf when a large pike swallowed him up. A little later, the fish was caught by one of the king's fishermen, and before long found itself under the cook's knife in the royal kitchen. To the surprise of everyone, out of the fish's stomach popped Tom Thumb. What am I to do with this tiny lad? Said the cook to himself. Then he had an idea. He can be a royal page boy. He's so tiny I can pop him into the castle cake I am making when he marches across the bridge, sounding the trumpet. Everyone will gasp in wonder. Sure enough, the king and his guests clapped excitedly, and the cooks fell Tom Thumb because a peekaboo, a page boy, enjoying all the honors of his post. He had a white mouse for a mount and a gold pin for a sword, and he was allowed to eat the king's food. In exchange, he marched up and down the table at banquets, amusing the guests with his trumpet, but Tom Thumb didn't know that he had made an enemy, the cat. Which under Tom's arrival had been the king's pet, was now forgotten, waiting to get its revenge. It tried to attack Tom in the garden. When Tom saw the cat, he whipped out his gold pin and cried to his white... You okay? To his white mouse, charge. Charge! Jabbed by the tiny sword, the cat turned and fled. The cat decided to try something else. My baby's asleep.